Hi guys, These Cards Gaming here. We are doing yet again another Shoutmon deck profile due to me entering my first ever IRL locals after COVID and winning it. It was a 3 round locals and I played Shoutmon, and this I'm going to say is my final deck profile for Shoutmon until more support come out. But I think that this was the right deck to play for the IRL locals, and I think it was the right choice of cards to put into this. I believe this is just stopped bricking with the dis ratios and cards and stuff. But we're gonna get into it right now and just stop blabbering. So we'll put this to the side, and we will start with the babies, of course. Babies, we're starting off with 1 Coromon because of the stack. Of course, we want to get that extra like 1,000 swings. So we're always getting our big boys massive and always swinging over something bigger or swinging to security with no fear. We're then going to be playing 4 Digimons, of course. It's quite easy to fill up your opponent's grave with 5 cards, of course, or more, and not to mention your opponent could be filling them up for you, so I wouldn't be worried about that all the time. So yeah, we're basically going for the 1,000 inheritance babies and stuff until more support. I did have the Omnimon and Greymon baby Coromon, but I did find out that the 1,000 was a lot better. So yeah, we're then going to go start off with of course, our tamers, because it's just a lot easier just to explain our tamers. That way you guys see why I play these ratios. So we're playing 1 Taikami, of course, for the memory, of course. The 3 memory start of your turn, and all your red Digimon gain security attack +1 if they have 4 or more Digi Evolutions cards in their security. So quite handy, and security, we all know it does. It plays itself, so it's quite good. We're then playing the brand new BT4 Taikamiya and Matsuda. Don't know why I'm saying BT brand new BT5. BT5 has been out for a while now. Basically, start of your turn, if your opponent has 6 or higher Digimon, level Digimon, gain 2 memory, and all Omnimons on your turn. All Digimon with Omnimon in their name gain security attack +1. So this is really good to have as well. Not to mention you having this. The rulings is, if you have both these in the field and your opponent has given you 1 or 2 memory, activate this first. You gain up to 3, and then you activate this last, and you gain up to 5. It's if you put in this order, you gain 4, and then this won't work. So you're missing out 1 memory. So always activate your memory tamer first, then activate your 2 memory tamer after. And then, not but least, we're playing 2 Nokia Shirmina. It hasn't changed anything like that. She's just good for playing out your Gabumons and Agumons, but because it's a red deck, we're playing Agumon, of course. And not to mention, the most of the deck has Greymon in its name, so you're basically tapping it and making your Greymon evolutions for a -1 cost instead of like a 2 or a 3. So it's very, very handy. We will then go into our rookies. I think we're playing 16 rookies. We'll find out anyway. It is quite heavy, but hey. Also, the tech, the White Tamer Matashita. That's gonna be a shout out to Gordo from Gordo's Gamings, of course. This deck was kind of built playing against you and from your advice. So thank you very much for inspiring me to keep messing around with this deck, and now I have my own deck list with it. I'm very happy with it. We're going to be playing, of course, 2 level 2 drops, of course. I'm starting to see that every purple, red, black, whatever, green, yellow deck is playing mainly kind of like maybe 2 to 3 2 drops. So memory control and stuff and all that. Or just early swings. For me, it's basically memory control, which I'm finding myself do a lot more. Then we are playing 4 starter structure Agumons for that inheritance of a 1,000 damage on your side. We're then playing the 4 3-cost Agumon drops to reveal the top 3 cards. Add a Digimon with Greymon in its name and or Omnimon in its name. So you basically get to draw. Look at the top 3 and potentially add 2 cards, and we're running a lot of targets with Greymon and Omnimon in its name, so it's very, very good, which I really do like. And then the remaining cards are placed at the bottom of the deck, but they're not in any order. We're then playing 4 Shoutmon, of course, 4 Shoutmon because this is the Shoutmon deck, of course. 3 cost on play, reveal the top 5 cards. Sorry about the glare, folks. I'm still trying to fix everything on my setup here, but it'll improve as it goes. Shoutmon is reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add a Digimon with Shoutmon in its name. It adds itself, basically. It has another in its name, and a Digimon card with Blitz among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. You basically have 14 to 16 targets depending on your build of your deck. For me, I have 14 targets, so this will most likely hit quite a lot of Shoutmons or Digimons with Blitz, of course. We're then going on to the level 4s. We're playing level 2 Greymons. The generic, the generic boost for 2000 DP. This did help me quite a lot in my locals. I played up against Galamon / Tactimon. No, the order went was I played against Tribal Blue, Galamon / Tactimon, and I played Lord Nightmon versus Mastimon, and this came in quite handy fighting over the Tribal Blue and Lord Nightmon due to them having like the 12,000 and stuff, and the Lord Nightmon with their with their Valderarm, of course, because of its 15,000. So sometimes I couldn't get into my my big boys all the time. So this basically did help, giving my Digimon 2000 boost, which was quite nice. Don't know why it took so long trying to think of that. I'm sorry. It's the start of the morning. I just got up. We're then playing the 2 member Greymons, of course. So the way this goes is that when Digivolve and you gain 1 memory if it has an Agumon in its line. So it's now 1 cost. But if you have a Nokia Shiramina on the field, it's basically a free summon. And not to mention when you have its inheritance is any Omnimon while this Digimon is Omnimon or Greymon in its name, besides the other 3 that are not because of the Japanese OCG, TCG brand new rulings, it gains 2000 DP. So you're basically getting 2000 as well, which is quite nice. And you're getting a free summon if you have the right card piece. We're then playing our 4 BT5 1 cost blockers. We all know what it does. It blocks, of course. It's minus 1000 compared to our structure deck blockers, and when it blocks, you lose 2 memory. But it still can swing for game, which is quite cool. It is a lovely, lovely deck to have 1 cost blockers. And then lastly, we're playing 4 Greymon structure, security Greymons. Basically, 2 costs can be 1 cost when Nokia Shiramina. And it gives your Digimon above this security attack +1, which we always like. We like to go big swings, of course, so we're going to be swinging basically 1Ks Inheritant Babies, 2Ks Greymons, and with the Shoutmon DX effect, placing a red Digimon on top of the card, you can place this and add an extra swing depending on your stack and anything, because I've already explained this. I'm not going to go explain it again with the deck profiles I had last time, so you guys can make it up for yourself. We're getting on to our level 5s, of course. We're playing 2 Metal Greymons. They are 3 cost or 7 play cost and everything. They give you your Digimon the effect if blocked when swinging, you can basically gain 3 memory. So I've swung with 5 security swings for 1 swing, and my opponent has to block, or I'm just going to spam the field and swing for next game. So they give me 3 memory, and then I can do it again. So it's basically quite nice to have 3 memory on the field after you're going for big swings. And not to mention, it can be a 1 cost if I have 2 Nokia Shimias, or a 1 cost if I have, basically. You get the gist. There's 2 Nokia Shimias, so that's -2 evolution cost. Then we're playing Tanks to Gordo as well. I never thought of this as well. If we're playing the memory game, we can do a 2 cost Ground Dramon, of course. It is a 6000 DP, so it can survive a... it can basically make, if you're playing against yellow, if they're playing Masquerade, they're going to have to use 2 of their Digimons onto the field to kill this, because Masquerade does 3000 for each Digimon you have in the field, and it's a 2 cost. So you could basically have a 1 memory left and then go into a Ground Dramon, and they're left with a 1 memory, depending if they have a Tamer or not. Mostly, sometimes it's not, and it saves you memory and it's pretty good. We're then playing 4 Shoutmons, of course. Omni Shoutmons. Pretty neat card as well, like if you're not seeing your level 4s, but you will be seeing your level 4s often, but with the cost of 4, you can warp Digivolve if you have a Shoutmon on the field and this card's in your hand, ignoring its Digi-Evolution requirements. And any Digimon that has Blitz, has Blitz. Now there's a ruling that I will come up to as well that I got so annoyed that I actually got cheated out from a few times with this, that people were telling me. But when a Digimon says when Digivolving Blitz, it means it has it in its card text. So when it says has Blitz, it means in its card text. So while this Digimon has Blitz, it gains security attack +1. So this will give your Blitz Digimon that has it anyway, that has it in its name, in its text, security attack +1. Then we're playing, into our level 6s, we're playing 4 Z Greymon. It's a 3 cost. It can be a 1 cost, 2 cost, depending on Narkia Shirmina. When Digivolve Blitz, this Digimon can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory, right? The glare is kicking in again, sorry. So its inheritance is yours turn. When this Digimon attacks with Blitz, it can also attack your opponent's suspended Digimon. So when you Digivolve on top of something with Blitz, right? So you Digivolve, that Digimon has Blitz, but the Blitz is activated now. So therefore, that turn, if you had 2 memory and you got onto 1, you're able to swing again into security or into a Digimon, of course. But on your next turn, if you Digivolve past to 1 and this has not Digivolved, you cannot swing because the Blitz is gone. But it still has the Omnimon Shout effect because it still has Blitz in its text, if you get what I mean. That is where I got cheated out. I was told that someone told me with Blitz, so that was the correct ruling. But when someone told me that has Blitz, it has to have Blitz activate attack. It doesn't. I was told by Gordo Gamins that if it has Blitz in its text, it still has security attack +1, even if Blitz is not activated. We're then going into our last level 6s. We're playing 4 Shoutmon DXs, and this is where it came in, of course. This is how you keep your Blitz activated, of course, and blah 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 each time. It's a level 4 cost when it's Digivolve on top of a level 6. It's also R5, and then it's a 2 cost on top of a level 6. So this can climb on top of itself over and over and over again to keep the Blitz live for next turn. So you can go either into a 1 cost Greymon with Nokia Shirmina, then go into a 2 cost Shoutmon, and then the effect, you can place down a Omni under an Shoutmon, a Blitz onto give it 2000 DP. You can go into a Greymon security, give it 2000 DP, or a Greymon with 2000 DP. So this can basically go into a 16 or 18,000 depending on your stack, of course. And the way it works is that, let's say you go into a 4 cost or 3, you give them 1 memory, you place down Zeeg, and you have the Omni Shoutmon, of course. So with its effect, you can place these down, right? And then the other effect is that when Digivolve, and you may place 1 red Digimon card from your Omni when Digivolve, you may place 1 red Digimon card from your hand to the top of this Digimon's evolution card. So that's any red Digimon. So you can go for an extra Zeeg or an extra Omni Shoutmon. You can go for a Blitz. You can go for a Shoutmon itself to give 2000 DP. A generic Greymon for 2000 DP. Another structure deck Greymon that gives an extra security attack +1. Whatever you want. An Agumon. Whatever you think is fit for it and everything. But for each Omni Shoutmon or Zeeg Greymon, you can pop a Digimon on your opponent's side with 5000 DP. So that's mostly the brand new blockers or rookies and stuff. But the way it works is now you're on 1 memory given to them. You swing into their security or to their Digimon, and you kill their security with a high swing, probably for 2 or 3 or 4, depending on what you have in your stack, of course. And then on your next turn, you can not attack. So when a Digimon attacks with Blitz, you can also attack your opponent's suspended Digimon. You cannot attack into your opponent's Digimon that are unsuspended on your next turn. You have to Digivolve on top of it again to give it Blitz to attack into your opponent's Digimon. It still has Blitz, but the Blitz is not activated, and that's the ruling, of course. And then our level 7s, of course, we're playing 2 of the Blitz Omnis from BT4, so that basically, yeah, it's a nice effect. It can also be a 2-cost Omnimon, of course, because of Nokia Shermina, and it would also gain from the Memory Greymon on Earth 2000 because it has Omnimon in its name. So this is potentially a 16,000. Then you have the Blitz, not the Blitz, the Blitz Inheritance, yeah, from Shoutmon itself. That's 18,000, and then you can just go on from there, and it's just broken as hell. This has swung for all security ones. It's swung for 3 cards, 4 cards. It's swung for 5 cards and all that stuff due to the stack of Shoutmon. But do be careful. Taikumiya does not work with this because this is a white card, of course. So do be very careful because red Taik says only red Digimon, and I actually almost did a misplay there and gave myself the biggest advantage ever until I realized and was also confirmed with my opponent during Gordo's locals, which was pretty good. But yeah, when Digivolving, it has Blitz, and when Digivolving unsuspend itself, so you swing with your Shoutmon, say 3 cards, 4 cards, and they have whatever 2 or 1 left, you Digivolve on top of this for a 2-cost or a 4-cost, unsuspending itself. You can have the choice of swinging into their bodies or into security. Mostly into security, get out and just play again, raise on your next turn and kill. And not to mention, all turns, if your opponent would use an effect to delete this Digimon, return its owner's hand, you may prevent it from leaving from play by trashing a level 6 Digimon card from this Digi-Evolution card. So you basically just trash your level 6s and you're playing like 8. So you can stack up quite a bit. And the last but not least, shout out to Gordo's as well. I did change up a bit because I thought 1 was a bit weird, so I thought I might have 2, so 1 in security and maybe 1 in hand. We're playing BT1 Omnimon. It is a 6-cost, 4-cost. When Digivolving, choose one of your opponent's Digimon, delete all of your opponent's Digimon to share the same name, and when attacking, I can basically swing again. So I can basically return a level 6, so I can return back a Z Greymon or a Shoutmon DX and swing again. So this is 4 swings, so you could potentially be swinging for 2 securities, 3 securities, depending on your stack. Bring back to level 6, and then swing again to get rid of the whole stack, and not to mention you pop the whole field. But that's enough talking for me. That's basically the whole deck, lads and girls. That has been the updated deck profile of Shoutmon DX. I hope to be playing this in the future again, but from now on, I'm working with Lillimon Loop. So shout out to Gamers World, of course, for hosting the first ever Digimon Locals ever. I had a great crack. Shout out to my opponents. Shout out to Marv, who played Tribal Blue, Niall, who played Chaos Gallopmon / Tactimon, OTK, and shout out to Karina, who was playing Lord Nightmon / Mastimon Aggro, of course. I had a great time playing against you guys, and I've learned a lot from rulings, interacting in IRL stuff, and it has helped me improve my piloting skills for playing Digimon. And yeah, shout out to as well Gordo. Thanks, Gordo, for helping me quite a lot with this deck. I think I've unbricked it, unless, you still can add more spice to it, of course, which you have. But maybe let's have a live stream and record it and see who has the better Shoutmon deck, So thanks, guys, for watching. Of course, this is going to be on YouTube. Please watch my other videos, of course. Please leave a like and subscribe, and peace. Until next time, guys.